Welcome to God's Fast English. Here we train our ears to understand real fast natural English, just like native speakers use in movies, TV shows, and everyday life. In each video, we will listen to short clips, break them down, and uncover every word and the sound, so you can understand English easily and confidently, even when it's spoken quickly. If you've ever struggled to catch what's being said in a video, clip, or scene, this is your solution. Before we begin, don't forget to click the subscribe button and join our journey to master English listening. So let's break down today's clip step by step.
In Matthew 9, verse 4, Jesus said, "Why would you entertain evil thoughts in your hearts?"
Do you have evil thoughts? I just don't think this part applies to me.
That's fine. Be quiet and listen.
In Matthew 9, verse 4, Jesus said, "Why would you entertain evil thoughts in your hearts?"
In Matthew 9, verse 4, Jesus said, "Why would you entertain evil thoughts in your hearts?" In Matthew 9, verse 4, Jesus said,
First, in Matthew 9, verse 4, here we don't say in Matthew 9, verse 4. We say in Matthew. In Matthew 9. In Matthew 9. No, not in Matthew 9. We say in Matthew 9. In Matthew 9, verse 4. Jesus said, because he's in first speech, he's not saying Jesus said. Instead, Jesus said, soft D. Why would you? In first speech, instead of saying why would you, we say why would you?
Why would you?
Would you blends would you? Sounds like would you. In that sentence, the intonation of entertain goes down, like why would you entertain goes down. Entertain. Why would you entertain? Its intonation goes down, yeah. Evil thoughts. Here, evil thoughts are bad, harmful, or sinful ideas in someone's mind. And to entertain evil thoughts. Here, entertain doesn't mean having fun. It means to allow something to stay in your mind, to consider it, or to give it attention. So, to entertain evil thoughts means not just having a bad thought appear in your mind, but keeping it there, thinking about it, and maybe even liking it. For example, if you imagine revenge and keep replaying it in your head, you are entertaining evil thoughts.
Do you have evil thoughts? Do you have evil thoughts?
Do you have evil thoughts? I just don't think this part applies to me. The intonation of do you have evil thoughts goes up at the end because it's a yes or no question. In first speech, the E in have is dropped, and the V sound connects with the E in evil. Sounds like have evil. Instead of saying have evil, we say have evil. Have evil thoughts.
I just don't think this part applies to me.
I just don't think this part applies to me. The T in just is dropped. Like I just. And the don't is softened. Like I just don't think. And the part loses the final T. It sounds like Par, par, price to me.
Part applies to me.
Price to me. Here a price means fits. Then this part applies to me. It's like saying this part is about me.
That's fine. Be quiet and listen. That's fine. Be quiet and listen.
That's fine, be quiet and listen. In that's fine there is no big reduction, and remember that that's fine is like that is fine, but in fast speech we say that's fine. Be quiet. The T in quiet is softened, almost like a very light T, or even disappears in fast speech. So quiet sounds like quiet. And listen. The D in and usually drops, sounds like and listen.
Well, I'm only 9 years old. Most evil doesn't start till puberty.
Or I'm only 9 years old. Most evil doesn't start till puberty. Or here, where doesn't just mean good. It's a discourse marker, like so or actually, often used to begin a sentence. It feels like where actually, you see. To be honest,
I'm only 9 years old. I'm only 9 years old.
I'm only 9 years old. In fast speech, it blends smoothly. 9 years old becomes 9 years old. The Y of years links with 9. Most evil. It sounds like most evil. The T in most is dropped when followed by a consonant. Doesn't sounds like dozen. The final T is often dropped and it becomes dozen. Start tier becomes start tier. The T at the end of start and the T at the beginning of tier merge. So instead of 2 T sounds, we hear just one. Start tier. Puberty means the stage in life when a child's body develops into an adult body, able to reproduce. First connected version of the whole sentence, where I'm only 9 years old, most evil doesn't start to puberty.
Well, I'm only 9 years old. Most evil doesn't start till puberty. Hello.
Maybe he's disturbing this old woman.
Do you have evil thoughts?
Do you have evil thoughts? In fast English, most of the time, do you becomes the just like this. Have evil thoughts. The E of the end of have and the E at the beginning of evil merge. Instead of saying both vowels, the V carries over and connects smoothly. Have evil becomes havival, sounds like havival, like this. Nature connected version. Do you have evil thoughts?
Do you have evil thoughts? I'm having one right now.
I am having one right now. I am having one. Having one. The G at the end of having often weakens and it sounds like having. Then it links directly to one. Having one becomes having one.
Really? What is it?
Really? What is it? Those are two questions. Let's start from really. Really, its intonation goes up. Really? a question mark. What is it? What is it? What? What? The T in what becomes a soft D, a flap sound in American English. Then what becomes what? 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 Is it? Is it? The T at the end of it is softened, sometimes dropped. So it sounds like is it? Is it? Is it?
Is it? When we get home, I'm gonna kick your little balls.
When we get home, I'm gonna kick your little barrels. When the N in when is so very fast, often disappears before we. When we get home. When we get home. Get home. The T in get becomes a soft D, American flap. So get home becomes get home. When we get home, I'm gonna here becomes a manna. Kick your. We don't say kick your. Instead, we say kick your little barrels. Kick your little barrels. The double T in little becomes a flap D in American English. So little becomes little. Nature connected version. When we get home, I'm gonna kick your little barrels. When we get home, I'm gonna kick your little barrels. To kick someone's little barrels means hit them with the foot in their private parts.
Can't. They haven't descended yet. They haven't descended yet.
Can. Instead of saying can't, we say can. The T is dropped.
They haven't descended yet. They haven't descended yet.
They haven't descended yet. They haven't descended yet. They haven't is said quickly. The words run together. The T at the end of haven't is dropped. Yet. The T in yet is soft D. Yet. And to descend. To descend means to drop down into a place. For example, here, testicles have not dropped into their usual place yet.
Mom?
What?
When should I be expecting my testicles? Mom?
Mom, the intonation goes up. Mom, calling for attention. And then is mom.
What?
The intonation goes up. It's a short question.
When should I be expecting my testicles? When should I be expecting my testicles?
When should I be expecting my testicles? When should I be expecting my testicles? Should I becomes should I. When should I be expecting my testicles? Should I? Expecting. The final energy of expecting, it sounds like ni, expecting. So here to expect means waiting something to come or happen. And here testicles, this is the male private parts inside the scrotum.
What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him?
What is wrong with him? The intonation goes up at the end because it's a question. The T in what can become a soft D sound in American accent. Flap T. So it sounds like what is just like this. What is wrong? What is wrong with him? And the rest of the words is wrong with him. Stay clear. This old woman is disturbed by this young boy. What's wrong with him?
Nothing is wrong with him. Nothing is wrong with him.
Nothing is wrong with him. The energy at the end of nothing can sometimes sound like nga in casual or regional speech. Nothing, nothing. The rest of the words is wrong with him are spoken clearly with little to no reduction.
Now turn around before I knock your lights out.
Continually.
Now turn around before I knock your rats out. Now often reduces to na, turn around, na. Yes, now reduces to na, turn around. Then turn around. The arrow connects. So it sounds like turn around, not turn around. Before I. We don't say before I. We say before I. Before
I
knock your. This word in American English, it sounds like knock, but in British is knock. It means repeatedly hit something, producing a noise. For example, there is someone knocking at the door. Another example, please knock before entering. Then knock your, your often reduces to ear. Rats out, lights out. This is said quickly. The T links and then it sounds like rats out. So the whole sentence, now turn around before I knock your rats out. To knock someone's rats out means hit someone so hard they fall unconscious. Unconscious means not aware and not able to respond. Guys, this is the end of today's part. In the next video, we will continue from where we stopped. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to click subscribe button so you don't miss the next part.